Hello and thanks for joining me for some more X4 Foundations, where we are building up a trade corporation the lazy way. And by that I mean we're doing the least amount of personal piloting as we can. We have been building up our headquarters to produce pretty much everything, at least along the Talati lines, with exception of contraband. Now I have added in a bit of extra water production, a bit of extra graphene production, an extra silicon production, and some extra storage, as well as some more microchip production and smart chip production, just because they're slow and we're going to be wanting to need those. But we're going to be using all this stuff except for the meat. The only reason we built the meat is because we started with the blueprint. But all of this stuff is going to get used. So I've put limits, put selling limits on it. Alright, so all this has been building up to something, and if you are just joining me for the first time, there will be a link in the description below for the full playlist of this series. But we're going to go to our embassy, cruise along here, and through this door, and actually let's grab some cash. We're going to need a ton of cash. All these stations are pretty much self-sufficient, well, except that one. Those would just be for replacement defense drones in that one, but all the rest of these are all producing or making their own money, and they don't need any upkeep, so we'll take all of that cash. Okay, so let's see, we want to have a word to the Talati. I think it's predominantly most of our stuff that we've been building is Talati, so we're going to buy blueprints, modules, and this time we're going to go into the build modules, and this is where we find our shipbuilding modules. We're not going to worry about the maintenance bays. The maintenance bays, well, the fabrication bay will do pretty much everything a maintenance bay will do, but not the other way around. The fabrication bay can make ships as well. So we're going to get the large one, we're going to get the small and medium one, and we're going to get the extra large one. Probably won't use them all today. Actually, that's the maintenance. I don't want that. We want the fabrication. That's also the maintenance. We want the fabrication bays. 1, 2, 3. All right, that is going to cost us most of our cash. So,
good profit to you.
Okay, so we've grabbed those. Let's head back to our office now and start getting those built. We'll grab a seat behind our desk where we can activate SETA and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Alright, I'm going to pause it while we're in the build mode, just so that we don't get interrupted by attacks and things. We've had a lot of carc running around and stuff like that. So we're going to go into the build menu now. Alright. I also added a couple of extra habitation domes as well. So I did that off camera because you've seen me do that all before. Alright, but we've got habitation here. And I added an extra energy cell up there. So we've got all our production here, all our storage here. We've got an extra point over here where we can connect stuff onto, and this is going to be our shipbuilding area. I'm going to start off with one of these little base connectors, and we're going to put in there, and we'll grab the cross connection, slot that in there. Okay, yeah, these fabrication bays need quite a bit of space, so we're going to put about 5 of these going down. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put another cross connector there, and then we'll put 4 going up. Like so. Put another cross connector up there. Alright. Now, this little area was grayed out before, but now that we've bought some build modules, this is where they are. Let's start off with the little small to medium one. Now you can see there's some little rectangles sticking out the end there. Those are the points, the entrance points where your ships will fly in, so they need to be accessible. And it'll go red, like try and put it anywhere where they're not accessible. We're going to pop this down on the bottom, on the inside of that little cross connector there. Then we'll grab the large one, and you can also see the green line sticking out from it. That is also where the ships come in and out of, so that needs to be free. I think we'll put this up the top here, like that. And then we've got our extra large one. It's probably not going to fit just there. Not like that. So we'll grab an extra one of these little base lines and spin it round so that it sticks out just a little bit. And that should let us fit that in under there. Okay. That's pretty much it. So we'll confirm that. Now, I did spend some time in between episodes bringing in some supplies manually with some of our ships here. So we've pretty much got everything we need there. We're going to assign our builder. We've got our Hercules standing by there, so we'll select him. And we'll close out of there. We can unpause, hit setter, and it'll take a minute or so for our builder to get in place there. We'll go back into the build menu though, so that we can have a look at what's going on here. All right, so he's going to build all these connections first, with the exception of the last one. And it'll get started on the small shipyard first. So I'll just wait for him. What I'll do, so let's find him. Where is he? He's in here. He's just moving into position. We'll just wait for him to start up. Taking his sweet old time. We do have some park over here, so I'm just going to teleport out of the system onto one of my other ships because my AI pilots, they seem to do better when I'm not in the same system. So let's get setter going again. Until these guys take care of the cark. Okay, which they have done. Builder is still stuff arsing around. Oh, looks like he's found a spot that he likes, so alright. So yeah, he's going to do all of those first, and then he's going to get onto the shipyard. Let's just teleport back home.
Entering Grand Exchange 1.
Let's head back into our office here. Okay, so he's got a few of these to do. So let's have a look here, and then once he actually gets along to this one, that is going to take him about, well, I don't know how long without setter, but, well, with setter rather, but without setter, that's going to take him about 20 minutes. But I'm not going to make you watch all that, so what I'll do is I'll come back when he gets onto this one, when it's almost done, and we'll go from there and hire a ship dealer to work there. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so it's almost finished with the oops, don't know what's going on with the graphics there. It's almost finished with the small bay. There we go, that one's done. Alright, so now if we have a look in here, let's go to our personnel. Actually, let me just pause it while we're doing this. Alright, so let's go to our player information. We'll go to our personnel management. And if we go to current role, we will see that there is a ship trader down here. And of course, we don't have any that have any skill right here. So I'm not going to bother with any of those guys. Instead, what we're going to do, let's go to our manager's office. Because I know there's always a couple of guys hanging around there. So because we have habitation modules, we do have staff running around on the station, and we're not going to have any that are going to have any shipbuilding. Let's see, grab on. I suppose it's got a little bit of this guy's got no piloting, so maybe
Can I help?
we'll use him. He can work somewhere else for us, and we can assign him here now as a ship trader. So this option shows up once you've built at least one
Confirmed.
shipyard. Doesn't matter how many you have, you'll only need the one ship trader on there. And we can actually go visit the ship trader. Well, maybe not quite yet. You can go to the manufacturing bay. I suppose we can go over there, but once we've built the other ones, maybe once our builder has finished everything, we will have the option to go there. But we'll go back to our office so we can pop setter on again and get the rest of them built. Alright, and this one is a bit quicker. Speed that up. Get that one done. Actually, we might do. Let's come over here to these guys. Alright, and this guy here's been getting a bit of a beating over here at the gate. We've been getting hammered by Xenon down here. So what we'll do, let's remove all his orders. It's repeat orders, so we'll put him on hold position. Confirm that. We'll get him to fly. We'll wait over by our headquarters. We'll grab this guy who is collecting drops over here, and we're just going to move his collection area over to this one because it's a lot more profitable. Just plonk him in about there. Alright, unpause it. And we'll come back here. Alright, so I'll wait for that one. That's our large one. I'll wait for that to be done, and I will see you in another moment. Okay, so our large fabrication bay is almost done here. And now he's going to get started on, he's got to do the little connection module and then our extra large one. So now to actually have, if we right click on here, we can go build ships. Now this will be grayed out if you don't hire a ship trader.
Awaiting orders.
And also got upgrade and repair dock ships. Well, there's none docked, but if we go into build ships, at the moment we can't do anything because we need to buy blueprints for the ships that we want to build. But at the moment what we can do, this guy has arrived, so we can send him over to repair, and we could change his equipment for anything that we have blueprints for. We already have the blueprint for the argon shield, but I'd rather collect, well, I don't want the Paranid one either. Which is better? Neither. On there anyway. We don't have any blueprints there yet. We could give him the argon shield there. This one's definitely the better shield. Those are Hyperion weapons. Once again, we could give him the argon shield there. So we have the argon shield and the argon flak turrets from when we built our defense stations. Now we can't do anything here because we need to buy blueprints here as well. We can buy a crew, but he's full of crew. We can give him a paint job if we have any that we can use. But we can at least do some repairs. So we'll pop him in for repairs. And what we'll do is we'll get up now and we'll go buy some blueprints. Okay, so we'll go to our embassy. And through here, who are you? Holy water. God Realm of the Paranid. Okay, so we'll buy a blueprint here. So under ships, and we will get the Hyperion blueprint there. Let's confirm that. Well, actually, let's have a look down here at equipment before we go ahead. Go into the weapons. We're going to need the special Hyperion weapon for that, which is here somewhere. Hyperion main battery, that's the one that we want. Let me see. Alright, we also want Tyranid engines. So let's go for the large. Pretty sure it's the large that we have on the Hyperion. We'll grab that. And everything else, I think we'll get off the Talati because we've got a slightly higher rep with those guys. So, alright. Yep, confirm that.
Safe journey.
And speak to this guy. Not modules, we want equipment. Okay, so we've got our Argon turrets. We'll go for shield generators. And we want the large. Now I think we want the medium as well, probably. So we'll grab that. Pretty sure it's the mediums that go onto the, like the secondary shielding for the equipment. I guess we'll get the thrusters. The large all round. Not going to worry about missiles. Now, we don't really need to get the drone ones. We can transfer drones like directly from the station, but if you want to do it as an upgrade, then you need the blueprints for these. I'm just going to get them all. Not going to use them all today, but may as well grab them. We can go into consumables, and all I'm going to really worry about here is the laser towers for the moment. Just the Mark 1 will do. Let's see. Alright, so I think that is all we're going to need. So let's confirm
Good
that.
profit to you.
Alright, we'll head back to the office. Let's cruise on over and take a seat at our desk. Bring up the map. Okay, does look like everything is built though. Alright, but our builder hasn't quite disengaged from it. Let's have a quick look in the build here. Yep, everything's built. It's just going to take a minute for it to actually finalise once this guy disappears from there. Alright, but now we can go in here now. Actually, if we take this guy and we go upgrade, we now have the option to change over his shields. I'm not going to worry. I don't think these turret and engine shields really make a difference. I could be wrong. So we don't really want any different equipment on this guy, but we can at least fill up his laser towers. And if we wanted to, we could adjust his drones. Take some off though. Okay. Not gonna worry about that. He's got the drones that he wants. So just the laser towers. Add that to our list. Confirm the order. And if we go into our logical overview here, I don't think it shows up the workforces. It doesn't. We can restrict to only trading with ourselves, or whichever. That's our own custom sort of trade restriction rule. We've gone over that before, but if we leave it unchecked, other factions can actually buy ships off us. Let's check our workforce here. Alright, don't know why it does that. Sometimes it closes the menu. Not the plan build. Okay, when you've been looking at the these fabrication bays and you go into the workforce and you click on workforce, it closes the menu. Alright, so looks like we will need one extra biodome. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. It's going to take a while to fill up these guys anyway. But alright, so this guy, he's got his little wrench there. We can go in here now and build ships. Go to large, we can select our Hyperion there. Give him the engines that we just bought the blueprints for. Got the Talati shield there. Yep. Okay. Make sure it's on both. Okay, we can give him the thrusters. Give him that Talati shield there. Specialized Hyperion weapons. Give him the Argon flak turrets and get the shields. And we can put all of the software on there, and we'll set this guy up. He's going to be another collection guy, so just give him 2 repair drones and 8 cargo drones. Give him a full roster of laser towers, crew. Alright, I'm going to give him the captain. I'm not going to give him service crew. We'll grab service crew. We'll grab specialist service crew off the Hercules, and then we'll get the Hercules to fill up on service crew. Okay, so that's all we need. Estimated time for that build is 15 minutes. We can add that to the shopping list. We can confirm that. I'm not sure if there is anywhere where it shows us what resources or how many resources it's actually using. But you can see now that everything, all of our resources, everything that we're producing except for the meat, everything is all, apart from this stuff which is going into the workforce, everything is now all going into these fabrication bays. And we do have our Hyperion there getting built. So, alright. So what I'll do, let's see him down here. I'll put setter on. That all came up. Okay, we're just watching this guy. I'll come back to you once he's done. He's going to take a couple of minutes, so I'll see you in a second. Alright, so we're almost finished building here, so we should pop out in just a moment. Here we go. Okay, so here he's here. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll grab our Hercules. Actually, let's rename this guy first. You're going to be another collection guy, so let's go C. And you can be 10. Yes. Alright. So we will transfer crew with our Hercules here. in 107, 106 rather. Let's confirm that. Alright, what's going on? Some cark here again. Alright, let's see these guys having a bit of a fisticuff over there. Alright, so let's have a look at this guy now. Oops. Information. Okay, got all of his crew. Alright, let's replace the captain, best one. Let's grab this guy that was the previous captain, and well, you can work on the Hercules. And we'll go back over to the Hercules. And we'll grab one of these specialist guys. And you can now go over here. So that we've got all specialists on the new Hyperion. Okay. Let's have a yak to the pilot and see if we can give him a seminar or two.
Goodbye.
Okay. So this guy can go on repeat orders. Confirm that. And his job is going to be over here. Alright, so we've been I've been shipping a few items over here, just to sort of sell them off. And there's a lot of piracy going on around here, so there's a lot of stuff getting dropped, and I've got this little guy here. He's been picking up stuff and dropping it in here, but he can't carry a lot, so that is what this guy is going to do now. Collect drops in this area. This guy, let's remove all of his orders. And you can go back to trading the headquarters. Okay, so let's find our Hercules now. Our Hercules can come over here and upgrade. Pretty much got everything we want him to as far as that's concerned, but okay, we're short one drone. Let's give him an extra building drone, I guess. We can fill up his laser towers, and we can give him some crew. We'll give him Marines. So I have done an episode on how to train up your service crew and gone over why I use Marines. So that'll be in the playlist. Add that to the shopping list. Now, if you don't have enough resources, it will tell you down here what you're waiting for, and if there's other ships in the queue to be built or whatever, that will also show up. Alright, we've got some cark going on here as well, so I'm just gonna teleport out of the system.
Entering
Go take a
Grand
seat
Exchange
over here where we
4.
can get set up and running again. So wait for this guy to land in here. So let's have a look at we can have a look at the live stream of him. bay there. All right, let's make sure that we're not getting attacked here. Let's teleport back home.
Entering Grand Exchange 1.
And okay, so now we can visit the ship dealership, which is on the well, it's actually up on our dock area. It's not actually at the fabrication bay at all. But over here we've got a normal crafting bench, but we've also got a bench here where you can make some modifications, but they do require some research. So we haven't done any research there yet, so we can't really do any of that just yet. But that is an option, obviously. But we'll head back to the office. Cruise on over here. Alright, looks like our Hercules has finished. Let's have a look. Yep, he's got all his new crew. We've got all the specialists, and then he's got all his new crew there. Now, when you do take crew like that, it is going to take them out of your workforce. So keep that in mind. Alright. And our optimal amount is just over our capacity. So what we'll do is we'll get another dome in. Let's just grab that and copy the whole sequence. Spin it around, pop it in there, confirm that, reassign our Hercules here. And let's have a look. Plenty of resources in there, so alright, so let's get Setter going. We'll get that built, and there we go. So now we are building our own ships, and we can build other ships as well, as long as we get the blueprints for them. We can do research up here for the modifications. They do need certain things.
To help us develop effective engine modifications, we must be sure to have the best in antimatter sensor technology. You may expect the best to come from the scientific world, but no. It was the racing leagues who pushed sensors to new heights. To help us develop effective engine modifications, we must be sure to have the best in To help us develop effective engine modifications, we must be sure to have the best in antimatter sensor technology. You may expect the best to come from the scientific world, but no.
Okay.
It was the racing leagues who pushed to help us develop effective engine modifications.
I don't know what he's on repeat sort of
You may expect the best to come from the scientific world, but no. It was the racing leagues who pushed sensors to new heights.
Alright. So yeah, I don't know if we have any of that stuff. We may do. I don't think we do though. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, anyway, so that's that's for the modifications. But there we go. We have built this up from the ground up. Starting off just buying and selling some wares, going into producing everything that we need, and we're producing everything that we need to build whatever ships that we want, as long as we get the blueprints for them. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.